Hey guys, what's going on? Brofessor here, and today we're back with the next installment of the top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets. Today we're going to be looking at the top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets from the year 2007. And as always, this is just my personal opinion, so you don't have to agree with everything that I put in this list. And if you do have your own top 10, be sure to leave that down below in the comments section so I can see what you like personally. But with all that out of the way, let's jump straight into this one, starting out with number 10, where I put set number 7656, General Grievous Starfighter. This one sold for $20 in the US, came with 232 pieces, and then the one minifigure being General Grievous himself. Overall, I think this is a pretty good rendition for the first time seeing his ship in LEGO. I do think that the curves are a little off, and it looks a little rigid, but that is to be expected with the first rendition of anything. One of my favorite things about this is also the General Grievous minifigure itself. It's made up of regular droid legs, just in the white color, and then a special torso that can hold 4 arms, which are also white, and then he also has a special headpiece, which is white, to make it more accurate to the minifigure himself. Comes with the 4 lightsabers, the 2 blue, 2 green, also something that I really like. And it does have quite a few features that are pretty cool, but overall this is a pretty basic set that I just think the design is a little bit off, but I do really like the ship itself, and that's why this one is at number 10. So moving on to number 9, we have set number 7660, the Naboo N1 Starfighter with the Vulture droid. So this one sold for $30, came with 280 pieces, and comes with 3 minifigures. So the 3 minifigures that this one comes with is actually, you get an R2-D2, so very common astromech droid there. You get just a regular Naboo fighter pilot who comes with like that kind of brown leather cap almost, and then with the little goggles on the front. And then you also get a young Anakin Skywalker with the short legs and then like his kind of poofy hair, I guess is what you could call it. But you get those 3 minifigures included in the set. And what I really like about this set is the fact that you do get quite a bit of bang for your buck. Even though it does seem like, oh, you only get 280 pieces for the $30, you get a very sleek-looking Naboo N1 Starfighter, and then you also get a Vulture droid, which allows for a lot of playability, as you can kind of recreate scenes and have little battles in between the ships themselves. You can fire some missiles off of the Vulture droid, and then there's also like one of those rubber shooters that's in the most recent like attack and defense sets that you can shoot off the Naboo N1 Starfighter. So you can have little battles. I'm pretty sure there's a way that you can like eject R2-D2. There's a little stand that comes with this also that you can put the Naboo N1 Starfighter on. So overall, I really like the features and everything that was included in this set. The Naboo N1 Starfighter it's a little lacking. I think on the wings there's not really much going on, and it generally is a very subtle and not really, I guess you could say, flamboyant ship. Like there's usually not a lot going on with it, but I would have liked to see them do maybe something a little more and maybe add, I wouldn't necessarily say a second Vulture droid, but I just wanted a little more out of this set, and that's why this one is at number 9. So moving on to number 8, we have set number 7658, the Ywing, or not Starfighter, just the Ywing fighter. This one sold for $40 and came with 454 pieces. This one comes with yet another astromech droid, but this one comes with an astromech droid that is not R2-D2. This one comes with R5-D4, and then a Rebel Ywing pilot, which doesn't have, like, I guess you could say an official name. It's just kind of a generic Ywing fighter pilot. I think that this is a very nicely designed Ywing fighter. I think it accomplishes everything that you're looking for, even though it is on the smaller side at $40 with only the 450 pieces. I honestly probably would have liked it to be a little bit larger, but the design is very nice. They got that little middle body part very accurately. I really like the way they designed the wings, I guess you could say, with those pieces. And then you kind of have like the golf caps is what I like to call them, and they look like golf balls, like half of golf balls on the sides. That's a nice little piece that I really like. And then I also really like the curvature of the cockpit. I think it's very accurate to the actual Ywing Starfighter, and it's not something that you see very often. It's kind of unorthodox, but it really works with the Ywing Starfighter, and that's why I really like the way that they designed this one, and that's why I put this one at number 8. So moving on to number 7, we have set number 7659, the Imperial landing craft. Now this one sold for $50, came with 471 pieces. There was actually a new rendition of this that was released summer of 2018 that sold for $90 with only 700 and something pieces. That most recent set is, in my opinion, a lot worse than this one, which came with 5 minifigures, came with a TIE Interceptor pilot for whatever reason. I don't know why they included that specific minifigure instead of just like a regular TIE pilot, whatever. But it also came with 2 regular stormtroopers with black heads, and then 2 regular stormtroopers, I guess you could also call them, except for the fact that tongue twister. This set came with 2 orange pauldrons that you could put on any of the 4 stormtroopers, and it, I guess, technically made them sand troopers. But for all intensive purposes, they were really in the exact same, or they were like really the same minifigure. This is a very, not clunky, but like an awkward build. Like this isn't a normal type of ship that you'd see. It does vaguely look like the, it's slipping my mind, but like the Imperial shuttle, that's what I was thinking, the Imperial shuttle. It does have that same kind of design with like the wing on the top and then the 2 wings on the side, but the wing like in the middle is just like not all the way in the back, and the cockpit area is a little weird. I was really debating about putting this one lower, but it comes with a great slew of minifigures, and this one also comes with a ton of playability, including 2 rubber shooters, the ability to fire off some more missiles, and then also you can drop some bombs. The wings move up and down. You can load the stormtroopers in and take them out. So the main reason why this one is up here is because the amazing playability that this set gives, which is something that I really like about it. Overall, the design isn't bad. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way, and it's not something that I really like, but it's good enough to put this set at number 7. So moving on to number 6, we have set number 7661, the Jedi Starfighter with Hyperdrive Booster Ring. This one sold for $50 and came with 575 pieces, and this set, I believe, for $50, even though with price per piece it doesn't seem like it, I personally believe that if you got this for $50, you got this for an absolute steal. You get an amazing blue-colored Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter from the 3rd movie, like that kind of Jedi Starfighter design. And then you also get this super cool hyperdrive booster ring that it's very capable of just kind of locking the ship in there, and then you can display it all as one thing. From what I know, this is an amazing set. Comes with just the 2 minifigures, which for a $50 set isn't something that you see very often, but the minifigures that you get are really great. You get just a regular Obi-Wan Kenobi minifigure with some robe printing on there, and then you also get a Kit Fisto minifigure, which is really great. This might even be the first time Kit Fisto appeared as a minifigure. But moving on back to the set, I think they did a great job designing the actual hyperdrive ring. It looks amazing, and then also of the capability of the actual ship to be able to latch onto it, and then still be able to have it displayed and not have it rolling all over the place or falling over or whatever. One of my only pet peeves with this one is the fact that even though you do get 2 minifigures and they are pretty cool, you don't have a place really to put the second minifigure. So if you have Obi-Wan inside the Jedi Starfighter, or you have Kit Fisto in the Jedi Starfighter, there's no real room to put the other one, which is a little unfortunate, but overall, I really do like this set. And moving on to number 5, we have set number 7666, the Hoth Rebel Base. This one sold for $50, gave you 548 pieces, and came with a total of 8 minifigures. Yes, you heard me right. You get 8 minifigures, even though it's only technically 7, excuse me. Brickista does count 8. You get a Luke Skywalker in his Hoth pilot gear. You get a Dak Ralter in his Hoth pilot gear. You get 2 snowtroopers, a protocol droid similar to C-3PO, except this one is called K-3PO. And then you also get 2 Hoth Rebel soldiers with some white helmets and visors that you can use. And then technically, I don't consider it a minifigure, but like I guess you could say the 8th minifigure is the Imperial probe droid. It is brick built though, it's not like a traditional minifigure. But you do get a ton of playability out of this set, because you also get a snow speeder within this build. So you kind of get like the bunker door to the Hoth Rebel base. You also get a turret, for the Rebels, and then you also get a turret for the Empire. Like I said, you get the Snow Speeder, so there's just a ton of playability, especially if you have, let's say, an AT-AT or something like that. You definitely get a ton of playability out of this set, and that's one of my favorite things about this set, is the amazing playability that you get out of it, and that's why this one is up there at number 5. So coming in at number 4, we have set number 7665, the Republic Cruiser. This one sold for $90, came with 919 pieces, and also came with 5 minifigures in this one, so a pretty good selection of minifigures. You get a Qui-Gon Jinn with a robe, Obi-Wan Kenobi with a robe. You also get a Republic pilot, a Republic captain, and another astromech droid, this one being R2-R7. So overall, I think that this is a very nice rendition of this ship that only appears briefly in Episode 1, but I really do like the design of like the triple boosters in the back, and I think they did a great job of capturing that. I also like how they have that little like pod underneath the cockpit in the front. I think that's great, and I also like how they did like in that, like I guess you can call it the torso part, you have the nice like slanting to make the outsides a little thinner. That's something that I really love about this set, and one of the reasons why this one is at number 4. So moving on to number 3, we have set number 10178, the motorized walking AT-AT. Now, this one sold for $130, and you'd only get 1,137 pieces, but I do think that like the motorized function definitely makes up for that price in terms of the amount of pieces that you're getting for this set. This set comes with 4 minifigures, being Luke Skywalker, once again as like a Hoth pilot. You just get a regular snowtrooper, an AT-AT driver, and then General Veers. So once again, a pretty solid slew of minifigures there. And overall, I really think every AT-AT has an amazing design. What really puts us up here is the fact that it is like the motorized walking AT-AT, and I think that added a lot to this set. Some great playability. You also have like the function of Luke being able to kind of hold on and act as though he's like jumping in there and swinging his lightsaber around to destroy the Empire. And yeah, I mean, obviously on its own, there's not much you can do with it other than the actual like walking part. Like, there's nothing for it to fight. But at $130, there's not really much more you can add. So overall, I really just think that this is just an amazingly designed AT-AT that comes with an amazing playability feature of being able to walk. So moving on to number 2, we have the set number 7662, the Trade Federation MTT. This one sold for $100 and came with 1,330 pieces. So this set, in terms of price per piece, is absolutely amazing. It clocks in like right around 7.5 cents per piece, which is absolutely amazing for this set. It comes with a ton, and I mean a ton, of battle droids. The total overall minifigure count is 21, with 16 regular tan battle droids. You get 2 droid pilots that come with the blue droid torsos, 2 security droids that come with the red droid torsos, and then a brick-built droideka that also comes included in this set. Overall, this is a huge improvement on the old Trade Federation MTT that was released, I believe, in the year of 2000, maybe 2001, but really early in the life of LEGO Star Wars, that one was released. So this is a huge improvement on that. The design overall is amazing. I love the feature of being able to kind of push out the droids on those little stands, and then you can set up your little army. You also have the pilot droid that can kind of like drive around that little car. That gets stored in the back, and then obviously you have a ton of like little hatches and everything that can open. So a ton of playability, and especially if you have something for these droids to fight, this is something that you can use for hours at a time. So finally, moving on to number 1 on the list is set number 10179, the Ultimate Collector's Millennium Falcon. And for me, this was kind of a no-brainer. I mean, obviously, yes, $500, the most expensive LEGO Star Wars set at the time. But you do get 5 minifigures. You get a Chewbacca, an Obi-Wan Kenobi, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, and Han Solo. So pretty standard minifigures for Millennium Falcon at the time. But in that $500 set, you do get 5,197 pieces, so you're still getting a great price per piece, even though this is a super expensive set. And if you've ever seen any pictures of it, you know exactly how detailed this is. They went super detailed. They didn't have a special cockpit piece for this one. It was just the normal Millennium Falcon cockpit piece, which was a little unfortunate. But there's a great interior to this one. The satellite dish is amazing. The exterior detailing on this is just absolutely gorgeous. And this is a fixture of any LEGO Star Wars collection, and something that I'm sure people who picked this up when it came out are definitely glad that they did, because this is something that if you want to get today, even used, is probably going to cost you upwards of $1,000. So absolutely amazing set at the time. Comes with some pretty great minifigures and just great design overall on that set. But guys, that'll be it for this top 10 video. This was top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets from 2007. Don't forget to check back next Friday, where I'll be posting the top 10 sets from the year 2008. But that will be all for this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to go down there, smash that like button, subscribe, comment down below your top 10 sets, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.